Welcome to today's video, where we're diving deep into the transformative life habits that can shape our spiritual journey. These lessons come from the timeless wisdom of George MacDonald's unspoken sermons, where he teaches us to live in a way that reflects divine love and leads us towards spiritual growth. As we explore these habits, think about how they might be woven into your own life. Together, let's uncover how to live with greater awareness, love, and purpose. The first habit MacDonald teaches us is to cultivate daily awareness of God's presence. God is always with us, even in the most ordinary moments. So how do we stay connected to Him in our busy lives? It's about making time to reflect, whether through prayer, meditation, or simply pausing throughout the day to acknowledge His love and guidance. Imagine what would happen if we paused for just a moment every few hours to remind ourselves of God's presence. This simple practice can transform the way we see the world and our place in it. Next, MacDonald teaches the powerful habit of regular repentance. Now, repentance is not about guilt, but about turning toward God and allowing His love to transform us. We can practice this habit daily, taking a moment to reflect on our actions, thoughts, and intentions, and asking God for forgiveness where we've fallen short. It's not a burden, but an opportunity to embrace change and growth. When we make this a habit, we become more aligned with God's will and more open to His loving transformation. MacDonald also emphasizes the importance of forgiveness, both in receiving it and extending it. Think about how much lighter we feel when we forgive others, or how much peace comes when we accept God's forgiveness ourselves. Forgiveness isn't just a one-time thing, it's a habit we must practice regularly. Every time we let go of resentment, every time we choose grace over anger, we become more like the God we serve. Imagine if we all made forgiveness a habit. How would our relationships, communities, and even the world change? Another life-changing habit MacDonald teaches is quiet reflection and prayer. In our noisy, fast-paced world, it can be easy to forget to pause, but MacDonald reminds us that inner stillness and connection with God are essential. When we carve out time each day to reflect, to pray, or even to sit in silence, we open ourselves to hear God's voice. These moments of quiet aren't just about disconnecting from the world. They are about reconnecting with God. Make this practice a part of your daily routine, even if it's just for a few minutes, and you'll begin to notice a deeper peace and clarity in your life. MacDonald also invites us to live with imagination and vision. Faith isn't just about intellectual belief, it's about seeing the world through the lens of God's truth. Our imagination allows us to envision the deeper mysteries of life, helping us grasp spiritual truths that might be difficult to understand on a surface level. What if you allowed your imagination to envision God's love and grace in your life every day? It's a habit that nurtures deeper faith and brings us closer to the divine. Another habit that MacDonald highlights is self-examination and growth. This is the practice of looking inward and asking ourselves, am I becoming more like God today? Regular reflection on our actions, thoughts, and emotions helps us stay on the path of spiritual growth. When we make self-examination a habit, we open ourselves to continuous transformation, ensuring we're growing closer to the person God created us to be. Now, let's talk about trusting in God's goodness, especially during tough times. Life isn't always easy, and there will be moments of hardship. But MacDonald reminds us that God's will is always for our good, even when we don't understand why things are happening. Trusting that God's love is at work in our lives, even in the midst of challenges, is a powerful habit that brings peace and resilience. When we make this trust a daily practice, it transforms how we face trials and empowers us to walk through life with confidence in God's love. Another habit that MacDonald encourages is to embody love and compassion. Love is at the core of God's nature, and as His followers, we are called to reflect that love in the world. Whether it's offering a kind word, helping a neighbor, or listening to someone in need, love is something we can practice daily. By making compassion a regular part of our lives, we allow God's love to flow through us and into the world around us. MacDonald also teaches the habit of living authentically. True religion comes from the heart, not just from rituals or outward actions. Living in alignment with our inner beliefs and values brings us closer to God and allows us to live with integrity. Make a habit of being true to yourself, of reflecting the love and truth you carry inside, and you'll begin to see how much more fulfilling life becomes. Finally, MacDonald urges us to focus on eternal values rather than temporary ones. Life can often pull us toward material concerns or fleeting distractions, but MacDonald reminds us that we were created for something much deeper: eternal growth, love, and purpose. By focusing on what truly matters, relationships, spiritual growth, and kindness, we shift our perspective and make decisions that reflect God's eternal purposes.